Hi everyone, and welcome to Shlime Reviews. I'm Shlime, and in this video, I will be reviewing Trill slimes. But first, if you're new to my channel, I want to again say welcome. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment if you enjoy this content. And now for our Shlime fam shoutouts. There are 4 of you: Ashland Brantley, Glow Bunnies, Shelly Slime Shop, and Slime by Illy. Thank you so much for all the support, and if you'd like a shout out like this, comment down below, #ShlimeFam. And with that, let's get into this review. This package got here in 3 days, and that is just unbelievably quick to me. This shop is so on it with their orders. And I love the box that the slimes arrived in. It was like clouds in the sky, and it was just such a beautiful, relaxing aesthetic to first look at before opening. There was also a fragile sticker, so they were just, again, very on it with their packaging. And when I first opened the box, there were some activator pens along with some taffy and care instructions / business card. And they were all in a sealed holographic pouch. It was just so professional, and there was all this colorful confetti that was cushioned underneath it. This shop also had an amazing deal going on at the time. If you buy 4 slimes, you got one for free, which was perfect because I usually buy 5 anyway. So my total with shipping was $68.78, which is not bad for 5 slimes. All of these slimes are 6 ounces, and then 2 of them are do-it-yourself kits. So I was super happy to see that deal, and the slimes were very nicely bubble wrapped. Everything was bubble wrapped just so perfectly. And even the containers themselves seemed like they would be unbreakable, so that was just another layer of protection, and they really just go that extra step. I was just so impressed. So the 5 slimes that I ordered were Sour Razz Slurpee, Milk and Cookies, which is a do-it-yourself kit, Mythical Swirl, Peas Popcorn, and the last slime is Brioche French Toast. And this is another do-it-yourself kit. I was so beyond excited to try these slimes out. They're all beautiful. Also, just as a reminder, I saved the ASMR till the end of the video, but you can use the chapters to skip around if you'd like. And with that, let's open some slimes. The first slime we'll be looking at is Mythical Swirl. The texture listed for this slime is Cloud Dough and Cloud Cream. It's supposed to be like a hybrid, and it just looked so cute when it arrived. It had some purple, blue, pink, and white swirling, and it's always impressive when it doesn't mix in transit. This slime came with some star sprinkles and a cute unicorn charm to complete that whole aesthetic of a mystical swirl, and I just thought it was so pretty. The charm really complemented the colors on the slime, along with the sprinkle colors. This is a dense sort of cloud cream texture. Again, it's like a hybrid, but it's hard for me to differentiate sometimes the difference. But it's definitely a clay slime, and it's very holdable. It takes a little bit of effort to do finger pokes in the container, but it does stretch very easily, and it's fun to squish in your hands. The scent for this slime is so delicious. It was listed as vanilla berry ice cream, and it's just a delicious, sweet, creamy berry scent. I am in love with it. I think it's one of my favorite from the order. It's definitely strong if you have a sensitive nose, but I love strong scents. And once the slime is fully mixed together, it becomes sort of like it's a very light blue, but it's almost like a shade of gray almost too. This slime is perfect for any beginner slimer because it really shouldn't melt. Like, you don't have to worry about activating it. It's also great for traveling. Sometimes the instant snow can be left on your hands, so always remember you should be washing your hands after playing with slime anyway. Overall, this slime is pretty quiet. It doesn't really give finger pokes or any bubble pops, but that's pretty typical with a lot of cloud cream textures, and is really not a big deal if what you're looking for is just something fun to squish that smells good. This is something that you would be interested in. I love it so much. And it doesn't inflate either, so you don't have to worry about a spare container for afterward. So for Mythical Swirl, this slime was just a delight in so many ways. It would feel wrong to not give it a beautiful 10 out of 10 slime. The next slime we'll be looking at is Sour Razz Slurpee. Now, I have been eyeballing Trill Slime's Slurpee slimes for a while because they're so gorgeous. Look at the color. It's very just neon, bright, beautiful. They do a lot of different versions of this, and this slime was just perfect to me because it kind of matches like my Shlime reviews icon. And I don't try a lot of icy textures, so I really wanted to just check this one out. And I was just so not disappointed. Again, just look at that coloring. It was absolutely beautiful, and it was very well activated. I've never felt an icy slime like this before. It's just so unique and amazing. It almost reminds me of a jelly slime, but it's not like a jelly slime at the same time. It's not very thick like some icy slimes can be. I'm just absolutely in love with the texture. It's very different, and the scent is delicious. It was listed as sour blue raspberry, and that's exactly what I smell. It's just a delicious, sweet sour raspberry scent. This slime stretches so well and was not sticky at all. It gives awesome bubble pops and finger pokes. And I love the color it fully mixes into. It's almost like a dark foresty green. Some of you might know this, but I will share it again. Green is my favorite color, and this was just beyond beautiful to me. I was just absolutely in love with it. This slime does inflate a good amount as well, so you will need a spare container for afterward for the extra slime, but it's totally worth it to me because I'm used to that anyway with most slimes, and this one is just so good. I can't tell you enough. It's very unique. I want to call it in my head like an icy jelly hybrid because I can't get over how it reminds me of a jelly slime, but it's just not. I highly recommend checking one of these slimes out if they have it at their shop because they do make different versions, and I was in love with this one. So for Sour Razz Slurpee, I think this one's a bit obvious. It is a beautiful 10 out of 10 slime. The next slime we'll be looking at is Milk and Cookies. This slime comes with a figgly base as listed on their website. It's a gorgeous white glossy slime. I did see a light jiggle, and it's definitely thick. It was so soft too, and it was very easy to stretch. I did play with it for a second before adding the clay piece. It gave awesome finger pokes. I almost just wanted to keep the base because it was just very squishy. It was definitely very clicky, and I was in love with it. I then added the 3 cookies, and it was funny because I really thought the cookies were going to be separate, but they were together. Like they were all just stuck together, but it really wasn't a big deal. They were a tiny bit stuck to the container as well, but after a little bit of effort, it came off with no problem. They were just so cute, and I love that they were hand painted. The aesthetic of it all on the white slime to resemble milk was just super cute. I was in love with it. When I did get to mixing, the clay piece was a tiny bit dry, but honestly, they even put them in these very high quality deli containers. I don't know what more they could have done. I feel like when things are hand painted, they do dry a bit quicker, and it truly wasn't a big deal. It just took a little longer for the clay to go into the slime, but once it did, it was just amazing. It made that thick, figgly base into a much creamier and poofy slime. The scent that was listed is chocolate chip cookies. This is one of the best chocolate chip cookie scents I have ever smelled. It truly smelled like there were cookies next to me, and it just was amazing. I would definitely recommend having cookies nearby if you're gonna have this because it's almost like a tease, but it was so good. This slime stretches very easily and gives some good finger pokes and awesome bubble pops. The color is just more of like a light tan once it's all fully mixed, and you do get a good amount of slime afterward too, so it's awesome that the deli containers are of good quality because you can use them to store the extra slime. This slime is just so squishy, and I definitely recommend it to anyone who likes chocolate chip cookies and do-it-yourself clay slimes because this was just awesome. So for Milk and Cookies, I'm not going to fault the clay piece because it wasn't that dry, and it seriously is very common with hand-painted clay pieces. It mixed into the slime still very well, so this slime gets a beautiful 10 out of 10 slime. The next slime we're going to look at is Peas Popcorn. This is a semi-floam texture. It's in a thick yellow glossy base. It also came with some yellow plastic chunks to resemble more butter, I believe. And it looks super cute with that little popcorn charm on top. I could instantly smell this slime once I opened it, and it was just a delicious, strong, buttery popcorn scent. I loved it. The label even looks like it's in a popcorn bucket. I don't remember what those are called, but it's super cute. I love it. The aesthetic is on point. When I first poked this slime, I could tell it was very well activated. And I do remember the Instagram, I believe, saying that they were overactivating some slimes because it was getting warmer outside. So it's more than understandable to want to take caution as it does get hotter outside. I did find this to be a tad overactivated, but I do prefer that over a slime arriving melted. And if I stretched the slime slowly, it didn't tear, but if I went too quickly, it would start to tear. Regardless, the bubble pops were amazing because of the thick texture. There are care instructions on what to do with harder slimes. I think they said to add lotion to this, but if you have glycerin on hand, that's the best thing to probably add to a slime like this. I didn't have glycerin and I honestly didn't feel like messing with the lotion, so this is just the slime as it arrived. But I will tell you at this point, the slime's been sitting for 2 weeks. It melted down a good amount now and is much more stretchy. So it's always good to keep in mind that if you have an overactivated slime and there's no way to really fix it right away, just let it sit for about a week or two. So for Peas Popcorn, even with the slime being overactivated, I didn't get any bead fallout. And if you follow the shop's Instagram, they tell you why things are gonna be the way they are sometimes. So as long as there's communication and I know what to expect, I'm not gonna fault this slime. I'm not gonna do it. Sorry, guys. This slime gets a beautiful 10 out of 10 slime. The last slime we'll be looking at in this review is Brioche French Toast. This is a do-it-yourself clay slime. This comes with a 6 ounce of what I believe to be a type of butter sleigh slime. It was spreadable, but also thick and glossy. It also gave awesome bubble pops. It was very easy to stretch. I was in love with the base, just like with the other do-it-yourself in this review. They are just amazing and was fun to play with before adding the rest. This base was seriously just so easy to stretch. It was hard for me to put it away. But once I eventually put this base back in the container, I got out the 2 clay pieces, which was a little whipped topping, and then the French toast bread. The clay piece was a little bit squished in the container, so the detail went away a tiny bit, but it's not a big problem. The syrup that they gave me was very overactivated. It was a little bit difficult to stretch it in a way that I wanted to decorate this, but again, I would rather it come overactivated than underactivated. You just had to stretch it very slowly so it wouldn't tear. It also came with a container with a little bit of cornstarch to resemble powdered sugar. I thought that was super cute to include with this as well. I drizzled the rest of the clear slime on top and then put the clay whipped topping, and it just looked super cute. I loved it. It resembled French toast very well. The clay pieces were so fun to mush into the slime. The clay pieces were soft, but when I was mixing it into the slime, it did give me a little bit of trouble. It caused the slime to want to give me a bit of resistance. It could have been a combination of the overactivated clear slime and the clay piece just being a tad bit dry. But after mixing it for about a minute, it does blend into the base very easily and becomes just such a creamy clay slime. And this is another slime where you would need an extra container in theory, but the deli container they give you is perfect and stores the extra slime. The scent is also so delicious. It smells just like French toast. Like I can smell the syrup, even some powdered sugar. It's kind of a trip, but I love it so much. It's also a lighter scent than a lot of the slimes in this review. I think this is the lightest scent and I love it. It's so relaxing. And this slime also becomes like a light tan color once it's all mixed together. I just love the bubble pops and finger pokes. This stretches very easily. And yeah, I feel like I say the same thing a lot with some slimes, but it's just good to point out because I just love a good high quality slime, and I don't give 10 out of 10s just because I like to. I want to say that too. I do it because I want you to know that I would recommend this slime to you at the end of the day. And this just is another beautiful slime. So for Brioche French Toast, it is an obvious and beautiful 10 out of 10 slime. Thank you so much for watching my video, and check out more of Trill Slime. I will have links down in my description to their Instagram and shop, along with their YouTube. You might already know this, but they do have a YouTube channel. And yeah, overall, I was super impressed with the shop. Very high quality scents and textures, along with their packaging. Highly recommend checking them out. Also, if you're curious, I'm on Instagram too, so follow me if you'd like to see daily slimes and just slimes. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.